Okay, let's unpack this. We're doing a deep dive today into customer portals,
Mhm.
really looking at why they've become, well, pretty much essential for businesses that want to deliver, a great customer experience.
That's right. We're working from this really interesting article that explores the concrete benefits these portals bring, and not just for the business, but really for the customers too.
Right. So think of this as your shortcut to understanding why customer portals are so critical today. Why are they essential? What do you actually get out of them? Let's dig in.
Well, the source kicks off by talking about this huge shift in what customers expect. I mean, think about it. We live on our phones, right? Instant messaging, cloud apps. We get information instantly,
Yeah, absolutely.
and that changes things. Patience is really low when service feels slow or, awkward. Customers want answers now.
We've all been there, feeling that frustration.
Yeah.
And the article positions the customer portal as the kind of solution to this. It defines it as this secure hub, always on, built for self-service.
Exactly. It's not just a login page. It's designed to be the brand's digital front door, as the article puts it.
A digital front door, I like that.
Yeah, and that door needs to be open 24/7. It's about meeting those, frankly, high expectations with constant access, maybe a personalized journey inside, and importantly, a secure place for their data.
Okay, so the core argument here from the source is that this kind of access isn't just a nice feature anymore, it's like table stakes.
Precisely. It's moved from luxury to basic requirement. If your customer hits friction trying to find something simple, they get annoyed fast. And that reflects badly on you, on the brand.
That sets things up nicely. So the article then focuses on 5 key benefits you get from a good portal. Let's maybe list those out
Okay,
first.
yeah. The 5 main advantages it identifies are, first, driving cost savings and customer engagement.
Right here.
Second, centralizing information to really improve service, especially that first contact resolution metric.
Mm-hmm.
Third, providing personalized dashboards that actually adapt to the user.
Right.
Fourth, automating all those routine requests. The simple stuff.
Makes sense.
And fifth, using analytics and real-time insights to measure and continuously improve the experience.
That's a really clear framework. Let's jump into number 1, cost savings. How exactly does a portal cut costs? It feels a bit counterintuitive if you're investing in tech.
Yeah, but the main way is through self-service. If you let users solve common problems or find info themselves via the portal,
Uh-huh.
you massively reduce the number of support tickets that need a human agent to step in.
So it's not just pushing the work onto the customer, it's stopping that interaction from needing to happen for the easy questions.
Exactly that. And the effect can be pretty dramatic. The source points to a Gartner statistic
Oh, yeah.
saying organizations using self-service portals see a 25% or even greater reduction in support tickets. Think about that. A quarter or more of your incoming support requests just handled.
Wow, 25% plus. That's definitely not small. The article also had that example, right? The sauce company.
Yes, that global sauce provider. They rolled out a portal, and within just 3 months, they saw a 30% drop in their basic Tier 1 support requests.
30% in 3 months.
Yeah. And the really smart part is what they did next. They didn't just cut costs. They shifted those support resources to focus on, higher value stuff like product development.
Okay. So the saving isn't just fewer support hours. It's freeing up your skilled people to work on more complex, maybe more strategic things.
That's the crucial point. You let your experts handle the problems that really need their skills, their judgment. But, and the article stresses this, it's not about ditching human support entirely.
Right. You still need people.
Absolutely. You need multiple channels. It's about balancing things, using automation where it makes sense, and human care where it adds real value.
Optimize the human element. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's a strong case for costs. Let's move to the second benefit. Centralizing information and boosting service, especially first contact resolution, FCR. What's the core problem here?
Well, think about calling support when things aren't centralized. You often end up repeating yourself, right? Giving the same info over and over.
Ugh, yes.
The worst. It's usually because the agent is dealing with separate systems. Account details here, order history there, past emails somewhere else, these data silos.
The dreaded silos, yeah.
So a good portal acts as that single point of truth. It pulls together all the key info account stuff, past interactions, support logs, maybe transaction history, and makes it instantly visible, both for the customer and the agent.
Okay, and having all that context right away, how does that directly improve service?
It massively boosts first contact resolution, FCR, getting the issue solved on that very first interaction. The article makes a really compelling point here.
What's that?
It says for every 1% improvement you make in FCR, you typically see a 1% jump in customer satisfaction and a 1% drop in operating costs.
Ooh, a one-to-one link. That's powerful. So solving it first time isn't just faster, it actually builds loyalty and saves money by stopping follow-ups.
Exactly. Customers feel understood when things get fixed quickly, no hassle. And for the business, avoiding that second or third call is a real cost saving. Plus, agents with the full picture can work faster and more accurately, especially on tricky issues. No more hunting around for basic info.
Which really underlines the need for that portal to be deeply integrated, doesn't it? Connected to the CRM, the order system.
Absolutely. It can't just be a static FAQ page. It needs to be dynamic, pulling live data, presenting a unified view. That needs flexible architecture like the source mentions.
Right. Okay, let's shift slightly to benefit 3. Personalized dashboards. Why is personalization so important these days beyond just, using someone's name?
Well, in crowded markets, personalization is a huge differentiator. Customers kind of expect experiences tailored to them now.
Yeah.
Showing you understand their specific situation through a personalized portal that builds engagement, builds loyalty. It shows you get their unique needs.
And there's data on this preference too.
Yeah. The article mentions that 76% of consumers say they prefer buying from brands that offer personalized experiences. That's a massive chunk of the market voting for personalization.
3/4 of people. Okay.
Oh.
So in a portal, what does that look like in practice?
Often it's about tailored dashboards based on the user's role.
Yeah.
An admin for a big company account sees different tools and info than, say, someone who just handles billing or an end user needing tech help.
Makes sense. Show me what I need, not everything.
Exactly. It cuts through the clutter, makes things more efficient. Then you have other layers too, maybe customizable widgets the user can choose, navigation that maybe learns their common paths, and definitely seamless mobile access, whether that's responsive design or even a dedicated app.
So it feels like there's space.
Precisely, built for them.
Okay. Personalized access. That leads nicely into the 4th benefit. Automating routine requests. This sounds like another angle on those cost savings.
Oh, absolutely. Think about the sheer volume of simple, repetitive tasks hitting support teams. Password resets, checking an order status, starting a return, requesting a shipping label.
Yeah, the basics.
They're simple individually, but add them up across thousands of customers. That's a huge drain on human support time.
And a good portal can just handle those.
Yep. A well-set-up portal automates these common workflows. Instead of logging a ticket and waiting hours for a password reset, the customer does it themselves in like seconds. Need that return label? Click, print, done, right from the portal.
The speed difference for the customer is massive there. And for the business, sounds crucial if you want to scale up.
Totally. Automation is key for scalable service. You can
Wow.
handle more users, more products, more volume without needing to hire proportionally more support staff just for these routine things. It lets your service model grow efficiently.
Right.
The source even mentions proactive automation like maybe automated alerts based on usage data, heading off problems before the customer even asks.
Getting ahead of the issue. Interesting. Okay, that brings us to the 5th benefit. Analytics and real-time insights. How does a portal generate intelligence?
Well, it's where your customers are actively doing things, right? So the portal can track and analyze all that behavior. What are they searching for? Where are they clicking? Which help articles do they read? How are they using the self-service tools? What are the usage trends?
And this isn't just tracking clicks for the sake of it. This data should drive decisions.
Absolutely. It gives you really actionable insights that you often can't get just from support tickets. You can track things like Net Promoter Score right there in the portal, measure how successful people are at completing specific self-service tasks, and spot common pain points. Maybe lots of people search for X or drop off at step Y in a process.
Like if you see tons of searches for update billing info and then also get lots of calls about billing.
Exactly. The data points you towards where your self-service might be confusing or where there's a recurring issue you need to address more systemically. It helps you pinpoint problems and then fine-tune the portal content, the features, maybe even the product itself based on real user behavior.
So the portal isn't just static. It becomes this dynamic tool for constantly improving the customer experience.
That's the idea. The analytics show you what's working, what isn't, what customers value most. It helps you align the portal better with what users actually need and expect. It creates this vital feedback loop.
Okay, so we've covered the 5 big ones. Cost savings via self-service, better FCR, through centralized data, personalization, automation for efficiency, and analytics for improvement. Where does the article see this going in the future?
It suggests portals will just get smarter, really. More scalable, more AI-driven for even deeper personalization, maybe predictive support, and always focusing on intuitive design, easy user experience.
More seamless.
Yeah. And it keeps coming back to the idea that the right portal is just fundamental for growth. It lets you scale up, handle more users, more products efficiently.
Right, it provides that central control point.
Exactly. Central control, consistent service quality, streamlined communication. It's how you replicate good service as you get bigger. And again, integration is key, especially with your CRM. So the portal journey feels connected to everything else the customer experiences with you.
It all seems to build towards that final core idea the source emphasizes. That quote. How did it go?
Great service doesn't start with a conversation, it starts with access.
Great service doesn't start with a conversation, it starts with access. That's powerful. It flips the script, doesn't it? Puts the power, the first step, in the customer's hands.
It really does, empowering them first.
So if we pull it all together from this deep dive, a modern customer portal gives users that 247 self-service power, which cuts costs and support tickets. It delivers personalized experiences that build loyalty. It uses analytics like an engine for ongoing improvement. And, by centralizing everything securely, it builds trust. It really is the heart of the modern CX strategy.
Yeah, it's become the place customers expect to go first to get things done, find answers quickly.
Which leaves us with that final thought-provoking question the source poses, the one that kind of sums it all up. If customers could solve their own problems in seconds, why make them wait hours?
A really good question to end on. Definitely something to think about.
Next driver.